Hello everybody and welcome to another episode of the Mandala Effect. So this week is a big one because we're talking about money and prosperity and wealth and abundance and all of these wonderful things. So yes, I'm excited and I hope you're excited. I think I heard a stat the other day that the majority of people are stressed about money, money is the cause of most people's stress, and that's just so sad. It makes me so sad to hear that, because money is a thing that should be able to support us in our life and enable us to live an amazing life, enable us to help others, enable us to have fun, enable us to build a comfortable home. But most people are stressed and worried about money. So let's change that first and foremost. And I think that if we could change this, we start a ripple effect, a Mandala effect of people taking their power back and being more conscious of how they live. And that's amazing. Russell agrees. Russell's here helping out today, hoping to earn his pocket money, aren't you? We have just finished unpacking and putting up the furniture in my new house, and I say we like Russell helped. He didn't help, so but he loves this new sofa bed. I'm currently turning this room into my podcast recording studio / spare room, so it's quite exciting for him. There's lots going off. So for anybody who is new to the Mandala Effect, thank you for joining. For people who are long-term listeners, again, thank you for joining. You know, I knew he was gonna do that. Look at him. Oh dear, thank you for joining me. The Mandala Effect is a podcast that I hope that I can impart knowledge, wisdom, inspiration onto others, so that we are encouraged to work on ourselves. And as we work on ourselves and improve our own lives, we then automatically improve the lives of others. We create a ripple effect, a Mandala effect of conscious beings awakening throughout the world, and ultimately we can make the world a happier place. But that starts with us. That starts with numero uno. We have to work on ourselves before we can help anybody else. We have to be happy in ourselves. We have to be joyful in ourselves. Before we can truly give love, we have to feel love within ourselves. So it's really, really important. And, you know, we're here for a relatively short amount of time in this particular human experience. So why wouldn't you want it to be happy? Or as happy as it can be? You know, we know that life has ups and downs, roundabouts, loop-de-loops and whatever. And we know that life is a journey, and we know that we're all constantly learning and evolving, but we can make that a pleasant experience if we want it to be, and that's the ultimate thing, if we want it to be. So today I'm going to run through, well, what does it mean to be prosperous? What is prosperity? What is financial success, and what does it look like? And how you can change your mindset to become more financially successful, how you can do your money shadow work, how you can do the inner work to help bring more abundance into your life, see more wealth reflected back to you, but ultimately become happier in your situation, in your financial situation. And I believe that when we work on the finances, or when we work on the love, or when we work on our health, it has a knock-on effect on every area of our life. Yes, you guessed it, the Mandala effect. It has a knock-on effect. It raises our, it elevates our experience in all areas. So, and it's, you know, if you've got some financial patterns, there may be similar patterns in your relationship. So you will gain wisdom and insight as we go through this that might not just relate to money, which is the wonderful thing about doing your own inner work. And when you have those revelations, and when you have those, I get it, when that twigs in your mind, that is your brain rewiring. That is that is neuroplasticity. That is your brain getting something, and then that's when change happens. So anyway, so I'm going to share tips. I'm going to share some book recommendations and some teacher, like some people who I listen to and who I learn from. And I did a lot of this work around my health last year. And I've learned so much. So I'm going to be sharing lots of stuff and speaking a bit more about meditation as well and how that can help you. So what does it mean to open to prosperity? The name of this title, the name of my most recent meditation on YouTube. What does it mean to open to prosperity? So to open to prosperity means to open your energy field, to open your consciousness to financial success. Prosperity means success of the financial sense, basically. Not word for word translated from the Oxford Dictionary, but you get my drift. Prosperity means wealth, success, and you know, that's great, isn't it? I think as kids especially, we probably all dreamed of being rich and famous in some way or another, but that is very much kind of ego believing that we will be successful when we are rich and famous, and that isn't the case. But so opening to prosperity is opening your consciousness to success and bringing that into your life and seeing that reflected in your outer world, that you are prosperous and that you do have money and that you are supported. And when we open to that, lots of stuff comes up. So there'll be stuff that we have to heal, there'll be stuff that we have to work on, there'll be stuff that we have to reprogram. You will see limiting beliefs show up, you will be triggered, and as you go further and further into this work, you'll be able to heal all of this. I'm not telling this podcast, these meditations are not a quick fix. It is not you're going to wake up with £1 million in your bank. That is not what this is about. This is about opening your sphere, your wisdom, knowledge, ultimately your consciousness to change, to make serious change that will last, not just a quick fix. So what I need you to bear in mind is that everything that you need, everything that you think you need, everything that you want to see in your outer world is already within you. You already have everything you need, and it's in here. It's right smack bang in your heart. You just have to feel it. You have to be it. You have to believe it. And you have to go into your heart to bring it out. And when you can start embodying who you want to be, and actually who you want to be is who you already are, when you can start being this and being aware of this, this is when it starts coming back to you. So it's being wealthy it's a state of mind. It's an attitude, right? I show up every day as the wealthiest person I can be, and you know, you are a powerful creator, right? I need you to get this. You are not the victim. You are not the, oh no, I can't do this. Oh no, this has happened to me. No, you are a powerful creator. You are in your very essence, at your very core, you are pure consciousness. You are not your mind. You are not your thoughts. You are pure consciousness. You are an energetic being that is a transmitter and a magnet at the same time. So you are, the thoughts that you are putting out is what you're going to attract back. So the thoughts you're transmitting, the energy you're transmitting is what you're ultimately going to bring back into your life. You are a creator in that sense, and science backs this up, spirituality backs it up. Whichever road you want to go down, go and do your research, but hear it from me. I am telling you, you are the creator of your life. You are responsible for your life. You are so fucking powerful, and Russell agrees. Look, Russell agrees so much that he's about to go back to sleep. I mean, he creates his life every day. Mummy, feed me. Like that, he's fed. Great example. Cats are a great example of how all of this works. They stay in the present all the time, and they rest when they need to, they eat when they need to, they sleep when they need to, they do everything when they need to. And if they're anything like Russell, they get life handed to them on a plate. So you are the creator of your life. What is going on inside of you is what is going to be reflected in your outer world. So if your mind is producing thoughts that says, I am poor, I cannot go to this because I cannot afford it, that is what is going to show up. You're going to keep on getting more things in your life that prove to you, because your ego likes to be right, that you cannot afford it, so therefore you cannot go. And if you say things like, I want to be out of debt, you're going to keep on attracting situations that will carry on making you want to be out of debt. So you see how these thoughts are going, they're in your mind, you believe those, that is who you are, that is your situation that you perceive yourself to be in, that is what is going out via the transmitter, and what is coming back are those situations. So, and there is so much information and teachings out there about this. Everybody says the same thing in a slightly different way. I do not believe you can hear it enough. There is knowing and there is understanding. And when you understand it is when you will change it. But it takes, I don't know what it takes. It takes something different for everybody. It takes hitting rock bottom to make change, or it takes just a really burning desire for something more than what you already have in your life at the moment. So understanding that you are an extremely powerful being, and that you can create whatever reality you want to create. So you're in the situation you are in at the minute because you created it, consciously or unconsciously. You created this, and take some responsibility for that. Take some responsibility for the fact that you have created whatever situation you are in at the minute. If you feel you're in a good situation and you're happy with your life, congratulate yourself, because you did a really fucking good job. If you feel that your life could improve and that if you feel bad about your situation, if you're guilting and shaming yourself about your situation, well, you created that. And my guess is you created that because you're in the frequency of guilt and shame. People who are happy with their life generally feel happy on the inside. And there is a lot of amazing work done by David Hawkins about the frequencies that we calibrate at and the frequencies that we're putting out into the world, and then we're bringing those back. So guilt and shame are two of the lowest frequencies that we can put out there. So when you feel shame come up in your body, when you feel guilt come up in your body, you need to change that. You need to love it, you need to thank it, you need to heal it, you need to be there for it. You don't necessarily need to understand why, you just need to love it and bring in a new emotion and elevate your frequency, because while we're stuck down here, this is what we're going to keep on bringing back into our lives. So what's really important for you to remember is that you are not these thoughts, you are not the mind, you are the creator, you are the consciousness behind those. You are not your limitations, you are the power. That, I think, is the most important thing to remember here. So when you're feeling disempowered, you need to bring it into your awareness that actually, no, I am the power. I am the creator of my life. And then that's the first step of knowing that you are the creator, reminding yourself every day that you are the creator of your life will start to bring everything into, like, your limiting beliefs, your patterns, into your awareness. And it will, that once that's in your awareness, you will be able to start to make serious change in your life. So yeah, and I just made some notes on this earlier because I've been speaking about this all week, and I think what are the most important points for me to share, because I could talk about this for hours. So I wrote some notes, but and an interesting thing that I wrote, if I do say so myself, is that it isn't, when you're on this journey and you learn about the law of attraction, you learn about manifestation, you learn about all of this, and you hear things about like vision boards and you know, if you want to create your life, you need a vision board of what your life might look like. Yes, now that can be helpful because you might see these pictures every day. Our brain is visual, but our consciousness works in pictures, but it's not enough to have the vision board. It's back to the awareness. You have to be aware of every thought, of every emotion that you are feeling throughout the day. And that is when you're going to make the change. So awareness is key when you want to change your life, because you have to catch yourself if you fall. If you keep buying into the old patterns, the old beliefs, you have to be able to catch yourself and bring yourself out of those. So you really want to be embodying the person that you want to become. You have to act as her. You have to show up as her. And I said it before, I'll say it again, you are already that person. Yeah? You are already the person that you want to become. You just have to peel back the layers of the ego that gives you the limiting beliefs, that gives you the patterns that aren't serving you. And you just have to become who you really know you are deep inside. You have to let your true self shine. So let's just talk about healing the repressed emotions, healing the limiting beliefs we have around money, healing the, the stuff that is running our lives that may not be supporting us. So what our future is determined by our past until we become aware and make conscious change. So this is why you keep rerunning the same patterns. I have patterns and I see them when they're almost identical, but I am so aware of them, I know they will never happen again. So because I am changing them and I am aware and conscious, and they are in my conscious mind, so I can make the changes that I know are necessary. But when a lot of the time, if we are unaware, we might just be going about our day-to-day lives. We might be making a cup of tea, or we might be, driving to work, and all of a sudden a thought will pop into your head. And you'll notice this as you start becoming more and more aware. A thought will pop into your head that will trigger an emotion in your body, or you might just feel the emotion. And this emotion might not be very pleasant, and so it will affect your mood, and it will make you and that mood could affect the rest of your day, and that day that could then affect the rest of your week. You know, something will trigger an emotion, and then this will bring you down in frequency. So then this is the kind of the low vibe stuff that we need to heal. So when because if you don't heal that, and that frequency then carries throughout the week, throughout the month, throughout the year, that is when you are carrying on creating these situations in your life that you don't want. So when these feelings come up of guilt, shame, fear around money, and it's around anything, but today we're speaking about money, around money, then we are, what we need to do is we need to thank it, love it, be there for it, as if you were being there for a little child. Feel where it is in your body. So it'll be an energy. Emotion literally means energy, emotion. It will be an energy in your body. So it could be in your stomach, in your heart. Fear can often be felt in the heart or the stomach areas. I've felt emotions in my leg, on the side of my face, and then I feel them most powerfully when I'm in meditation, or just sat not doing very much. But it's important to be aware throughout the day, throughout your week, all the time. And you might not catch all of them, but you know, you soon will catch more and more, and soon there will be less and less. But you will be there for it. Feel where it is. So feel that it might be, say for this sake, it's in my shoulder. I can feel sadness and shame about whatever in my right shoulder. I am going to sit. I'm just going to take a minute, take a breath. I am going to feel the energy here, and I'm going to thank it. Thank you for showing this to me. I love you. And send it love, and feel the emotion of love in your heart. You will know how much time you need to give it to this. You sit with that emotion until it has passed. Don't ignore it. Don't repress it. Don't think I'll come back to this later, because it might not come back in the way that you think it will. So listen to it, love it, and be there for it. Eventually that feeling will dissolve out of your body. That emotion will dissolve. There you go. Well done. You've released it. And, you know, you're going to have to do this throughout the day. So that's like the stuck energy and healing those emotions that come up. But then you might notice the thought as it's triggering the emotion. So thank that thought, because that is your ego ultimately trying to keep you safe. I've spoken about the ego quite a lot in my videos, and how it works, and it really just wants to keep you safe. If you would find it helpful, please let me know. I will record a video on what the ego is and how it works. You can drop me a DM on Instagram or comment or whatever. So when you notice a thought and you think, hold on, that thought's not supporting me, you notice the thought and think, but you then again thank the thought. Say thank you, thank the ego, thank you. You know, I really love that you're trying to support me. I really love that you're trying to help me. I appreciate that. But that is not the truth. And this is the truth. This is who I really am. I am a powerful creator. I am creating wealth and abundance in my life. Or maybe scrap that, because in your ultimate truest form, you are infinite abundance, because you are infinite. The energy in your body is infinite. Consciousness, the pure consciousness that you are, is completely infinite. So you are infinite abundance. You don't see energy, the atoms, the molecules, the particles, the substance that consciousness is or isn't, that energy is or isn't, we can't see it, but it is infinitely running abundantly throughout the world, throughout our universe, throughout, whatever and beyond. We don't even know the half of it. So it is important to remember that you are infinite abundance in your very core. And that is the empowering belief that you need to embody when those thoughts come up. Thank them, love them, replace them. And this is how you rewire the subconscious mind. And again, lots of very, very detailed teachings on this, but it doesn't matter how much you know it, you need to put it into practice before anything is going to change in your life. And in order to do that, you have to be aware, you have to listen to your thoughts, you have to notice your emotions, you have to change your thoughts, you have to release your emotions and bring in new elevated emotions. And this is why meditation is so powerful, because in meditation you are hitting that pure awareness, you are in pure awareness. And so in pure awareness you can sort of deal with these as they come up, but you're in a completely different zone. You are in the field of pure potentiality. You are in the quantum field. You are in the realm of infinite possibilities where anything can happen before, you're in that place before anything has happened, before the manifestation in your life. So you can literally change these things as they come up. And once you're in that space of infinite possibilities, if you bring in, so you're in a zone that is more magical than the conscious state, than the awake state of being going about your day, you are in a completely different zone. So if you bring in elevated emotions into that field and into your heart and feel them throughout your energetic body, that is so powerful in attracting more of that into your life. I also think it's so that would be a type of guided meditation, and I also think it's important that we sit in silence as well and have a silent or similar form of meditation in our practice as well, so that we can kind of tap into the consciousness and who we are, but without trying to change anything, because I feel that's really important just for every aspect of our being. But when we want to make a specific change, you can do this through meditation, and this is what some of my meditations are based on at the moment. The other week we opened up to infinite possibility. This week we opened up to prosperity. And something that I just mentioned and that has just come into my mind as well is we need to let go that we want to change. The whole thing is a paradox. Life is a paradox. But we cannot feel like we want to change. We cannot feel, like I mentioned earlier, it cannot be I want to get out of debt. It has to be I am infinite abundance. Because if you are coming from a place of I want to change my financial situation, I want to change the debt, I want more money, is coming from a place of lack and not from a place of true abundance. So again, the frequency thing, you have to stand in your power as infinite abundance. Keep trying, I promise you will get there. So meditation is great. So I have not rambled because this is really important information, wisdom, knowledge that you can really use to make change in your life. But what else can you do? So you got to do the deep inner work. This isn't going to happen if you don't. So everything that I've just mentioned about changing your thoughts, changing your emotions, loving, healing, and raising your frequency. But other ways that we can heal the stuff that is stuck. Meditation is a great way to help bring it out. There's lots of kind of holistic somatic therapies, remedies that we can use to help us bring up emotion that might be stuck, that might help us heal this. And meditation is one of those things, but you can also do lots of journaling. Journal, and not journal to reinforce your limiting beliefs. Not I lost money today. Don't write that. If you do write it, you need to work through it and go back into as to why, not just to count like a run by account of what like happened, but you write out your old money stories and why they don't serve you anymore, and what new money stories you're bringing in and how they serve you. It's really important to know why those old money stories are not true and why they are not serving you, and then you got to release the old to bring in the new. So release the old money stories and bring in the new ones, and then you have to really embody those new ones. You have to be them. Empowered free writing. So something I've been doing recently, and at the end of this I will just share a quick story of a pattern that I've noticed in my life. Empowered free writing is something that I have been doing. So some people may call this channeling, some people may call it whatever, your intuition, like your higher self, whatever. Empowered free writing is just writing down what makes you empowered and in this certain situation. So write down empowering money talk to yourself as if it was your higher self speaking to you, which it is. You are your higher self, or it, you know, and it is a download, it is channeling as from something higher, but it is already within you. If that makes any sense. And another great exercise is write who you are as the wealthy woman or man, or the wealthy person. Who are you as your wealthiest person that you can be? Another one, why do you want money? Why do you want money? What are you going to use the money for? Why is what is the highest you're going to use this money for? Write a love letter to money. Why not? Let's get fun and romantic, because money is energy. Money is you. Money, you are like, it is the same thing, right? So write a love letter to money. Write a love letter to yourself while you're at it. Meditation. Silent meditation really helps us to align, to integrate. Healing meditations, chakra healing meditations. When we're out of balance in one area, we can often be out of balance in another area. It's really great to align those chakras to bring in our true power. But when we're out of balance, it is more likely to affect different areas of our lives, like in our health, in our wealth, in our love, all of it. I have a really great prosperity meditation where we bring in and we embody the golden light of infinite abundance that you are in your very core. It is a beautiful and relatively quick meditation at 15 minutes long. Some other people who have great guided meditations are Dr. Joe Dispenza. He has, I base a lot of my learnings on him. I learned this when I was healing cancer. I did a lot of Dr. Joe's work. I have done his online courses and stuff, and I stay up to date with his new research. and he has some incredible guided meditations that you can buy on his website. Another person who all of his stuff is free on YouTube is Brian Scott. Lots of really great stuff for going into the subconscious, rewiring your subconscious programming. He has things like 8-hour-long deep sleep meditations, which are really good. He bases a lot of his work on Neville Goddard, who wrote The Feeling is the Secret. So it's all about feeling, the what you want to be, and embodying that. So all of this stuff that is years and years and years old, is all still relevant. It's all like, some of this stuff was the basis for like Think and Grow Rich, The Secret, and it's really really great stuff. Read and learn. I don't believe, continued learning, great. Keep learning, keep reading. Different perspectives will help you have different revelations. Like I said, lots of people are saying the same thing in different ways. An old mentor of mine told me that every personal development book is the same, written from somebody else's perspective, which has, and in reading all of the personal development books, I get that. And I have written my own book, which, kind of reinforces everything that I have learned. But it's great to keep reading, furthering your knowledge, furthering your learning. But ultimately, nothing's going to change if you don't put it into practice. You have to practice what you learn. Show up as your most prosperous self every single day. Just be her. I cannot tell you this enough. And again, be aware of your patterns, thoughts, actively heal them, love them, and release them. You are a powerful, powerful, powerful being. You are love. You are infinite abundance. You are everything that you need is within you. You have to let that true self out. Let's peel back the ego, peel back the limiting beliefs, peel back the persona that we've built, and become who we really truly are. Affirmations, reminders, and kind of time to like fluff up your energy and beef it up a bit, is really great as well. So affirmations, money loves me, money supports me, I am a money magnet, money supports me, I think is a really great one. Brian Scott has some great money affirmations, but they're very, very long. But soon this will help support your thoughts in changing, and you will automatically notice that where you might have had a negative thought about money before, you will notice that your mind will automatically change it and support, and your thoughts will go, hold on, because how there's like kind of two sides to thoughts sometimes. I mean, it's the most bizarre thing. And I just want to talk about, so there's some really great tools. I wrote a really great blog on this as well, if you'd like to read it, and in the blog there are links. I will link some of this in the description as well. In that blog there are links to some of these meditations and stuff. But I just want to talk about what actually is financial success, because what is financial success? What is prosperity, and what is it to you? This is another great journaling exercise, is what is financial success to me? Because it's not about how many dollars are in the bank. It's not about how many pounds are in the bank. It's not about who you bank with. It's not about what you wear. It is not about how other people perceive you, because this is ego and this will crumble. It is about how happy and fulfilled you are with your life. I know somebody who has no money in the bank account, yet he is completely supported by life because he does all of this stuff. He is happy, fulfilled, and lives in bliss. He's an enlightened being. And he's financially successful. Of course he's prosperous. He is embodied as his true self, but he's happy, he's satisfied. Why does he need more? Why does he need more just to say he has more? And we all know people I know multimillionaires who are absolutely miserable, don't care for themselves, they make themselves happy by buying stuff and drinking. And whilst that can be fun sometimes, it's not as a sole source of happiness. That is not true happiness. So I think it's important to know what financial success and prosperity actually means to you before you go trying to change anything. And think about, can I be satisfied right now with what I have? And then ultimately this is where things will change, because if you can be happy with where you are, you're again vibrating at a different frequency and stuff's just going to come to you. It's just how it works. So think about what actual financial success means to you, and it's about how satisfied and fulfilled you are with your life. It's not about how much money you have in the bank. So I really hope this has been helpful. This is quite a long one, and I'm about to go and jump on Instagram Live and kind of give a little some little information over there as well. If you are interested in the opening to prosperity meditation, it should be on your screen somewhere, or it's in the link in the description. I also have opening to infinite possibilities, which again will just help attract amazing possibilities and opportunities into your life. We raise our energy, we go into the field and we call it in. I also, if you're based in Kent, I'm based in Folkestone in Kent. I host in-person meditations every Saturday morning at 11 a.m. at the beautiful Grace Hill Studios. Please join me there. You can tickets in the description. I also host online meditations on Thursday nights at 6:30 p.m. and they're all held on Zoom. Please come and join me. Again, you can get your reserve your spot in the description below. And if you would like some more one-to-one help and a tailored bespoke coaching program to get you through this, to make change, to help with changing those limiting beliefs, this is something that I can help you with. So if you are interested in more one-to-one personalized coaching, please go and have a look. You can download the brochure on my website. You can book in a 20-minute call with me. Let's get on the phone, have a chat and see how I can help you. And if I can't help you, I'm sure I will know something or someone who can. Ultimately though, all the answers you need are within yourself. So I'm going to love you and leave you. I hope you have enjoyed this. Please let me know. Do your thing, share, like, comment. Please pass on. You do not know who this might help. And yeah, me and Russell sending lots and lots of love. Bye.